Good morning, everyone. This presentation from Group 4, and we will discuss about animal circus. Before we jump to it, let me introduce myself. My name is Michael, and I'll be explain about definition of animal circus. Okay, according Merriam-Webster.com, so many definition about circus itself, but I like to highlight the second definition in this web. Circus is an arena often covered by a tent and used for variety shows, usually including feats of physical skill, wild animal acts, and performance by clowns. From the definition itself, you can conclude that in the circus, there is animal acts, animal performance. What kind of animal performance? Like this. You can see there is a performer with an elephant. Is it amazing, right? But behind this, it must be need practice, right? What kind of practice? Like this. Is it horrible, right? Animal being tortured. And animals shouldn't be in there. Animals shouldn't be live peacefully, freely in their habitat, in the nature. For more detail, my friends will be explaining about it.
Hi guys, I'm Ferdiansyah from Group 4 and I'd like to tell you about how circuses affect animals. Yeah, the first one is about engaged entertainers. So elephants, primates, tigers, and other animals do not choose to ride bicycles, stand on their heads, balance on balls, or jump through rings of fire. They perform because they were afraid of what will happen if they don't. So to force these animals to do these meaningless and physically uncomfortable tricks, trainers use whips, tight collars, muzzles, electric prods, bull hooks, and other weapons. So a PETA investigation found critically endangered orangutans forced to perform in confusing and degrading boxing matches and stage shows in Thailand. So this kind of spectacles make a mockery of these intelligent and sensitive animals. So the next one is about beaten and broken. So circuses use physical punishment to terrify animals into performing animals, and animals are beaten, shocked, and whipped to make them perform tricks that make no sense to them. So to make some animals manageable, trainers may drug them to remove their teeth and claws, causing acute and chronic pain. So often the barbaric abuse begins when the animals are still babies. Young elephants are forcibly removed from their mothers, so their spirits can be forever broken. And the next one is about a lifetime behind bars. So traveling almost year-round means that animals are confined to cages or trailers for days at a time in extremely hot and cold weather, often without access to basic necessities such as food, water, and veterinary care. So elephants are chained, and big cats, bears, and primates are confined to cramped and filthy transport cages in which they eat, drink, sleep, defecate, and urinate. So during the short off season, animals are usually confined to traveling crates, barn stalls, and trucks. The intense imprisonment is a far cry from the lush forests, spacious savannas, and rolling hills where they belong. Deprived of everything that is natural and important to them, many develop neurotic behavior, including obsessive head bobbing, swaying, pacing. So the last one is about fighting back. So frustrated by years of beatings, bull hooks, and shackles, some animals snap with deadly consequences. When tigers, bears, lions, primates, or elephants retaliate against the abuse, trainers cannot protect themselves, let alone the public. So here's some cases, like in 1994, an elephant named Tyke killed her trainer and injured 12 spectators before being gunned down while running terrified through the streets of Honolulu, and she was shot almost 100 times. In Vietnam, an 11-year-old girl was trampled and killed when she tried to feed a chained elephant in a traveling circus. And the last one in China, a tiger mauled an 8-year-old girl to death in front of horrified onlookers.
Okay, hello guys, my name is Firda and I would like to tell you about animal cruelty in circuses. So, there are a lot of animal cruelty happen in circuses. Next. Okay, so according to Visitors Ireland, the animals performing on circuses not to entertain the audience but because they are afraid of what will happen if they don't. Next. Tigers naturally fear fire, but they are still forced to jump through fire hoops. It's because the trainers use whips, tight collars, muzzles, electric products, ball hooks, and other painful tools of the trade to force animals to perform. Next. Okay, so every major circus that uses animal has been cited for violating the animal standard of care set by the United States Animal Welfare or AWA. The tricks that animals are forced to perform, such as when bears balance on balls, apes ride motorcycles, and when elephants stand on two legs, are physically uncomfortable and behaviorally unnatural. Next. Okay, so according to PETA or People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals and National Human Education Society or NHAS and Police for All Animals or VAA, trainers drug some animals to make them manageable and surgically remove the teeth and claws of others so they won't fight back. Next. Okay, the abuse with elephants begins when they are babies to break their spirits. All four of the baby elephant's legs are chained or tied for up to 22 hours per day. While they are chained, they are beaten and shocked with electric products. The abuse continues into adulthood and they are never free of the ball hooks that puncture their skin. Next. So lions and tigers often get beaten by the trainers. They also get starved and confined for long periods of time in order to cooperate with what the trainers want. Next. So 11 months a year, the circus animal travel over long distance in boxcars with no climate control. During the off-season, animals used in circuses may be housed in small traveling craters. Virtually, 96% of a circus animal's life is spent in chains or cages.
Hello everyone, my name is Meitri and I will continue the presentation. I will tell about case of animal cases. Actually, there's so many cases about animal abuse, especially in circus, but I will tell one of the biggest cases. It's from Ringling Bros and Burnham and Bailey Circus, was an American travel circus since 1871, and kind of animal circus they show is elephant, monkey, donkey, bird, tiger, and many more. For example, in 1998, Kenny, whose Asian elephant was critically ill, but Ringling continued him to perform. Even Kenny was performed in 3 times in one day. In the last show in that day, Kenny was died. Another case also in 2009, video footage taken by PETA. PETA was an organization to support animal welfare. In this video show, there are several people who abused to the elephant, and several elephant was cried out. And after this video and another cases, Ringling was closing in 2017, and they also, the purpose of this closing the circus also to support the animal welfare and animal rights. And the next one, I will tell how the government handle it. Wild animal circus are a show must not go on, and all over the world, the government have their own way to protect the animals and support the animal welfare. But not only the government, there's also several organizations for animals' rights. For example, American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And the second one is People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA, that I said before. They show video footage behind the scene Ringling Circus. All of the organizations have same goals, are to realization animal welfare is healthy, comfortable, and far from pain and abuse. They are wants to animals all around the world is safe and full of happiness. That's my explanation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anjastia Putra from Group 4, and I would like to tell you about how to stop animal circus. There are 3 things you can do to stop animal circus. First, educate people around you, especially children. And the second one is convey your attitude to the school. And the last one is send a letter of objection to the local government. First, educate people around you, especially children. Animal circus always use the guise of education to promote their exploitation actions. Children are the main target. You can give understanding to children that the life of animals in the circus suffer greatly, and their happy life is on the high seas. And the next one is convey your attitude to the school. In some cities, there are circus managers who openly come to school, and they are giving tickets to the teacher to sell them in exchange for free ticket or special prices for the teachers. If you know a model like this is done in a particular school, go convey your objection to the school and post an educational poster in the school information media so that no more children get false education about the behavior of animals. And the last one is send a letter of objection to the local government. Animal circus can operate because they get permission from the local government. As citizen, you have the right to express objections, such as form groups to protest and meet the government. Also, do education in public spaces. The more people you educate, the more people you will know the cruelty facts hiding by the animal circus.
Our group conclusion is we disagree with animal performance in the circus because in there is animal abuse, and of course it's torture animal itself. This would be live freely and peacefully in their habitat in the nature. So stop what circus. If there is animal performance in there, let's ban it together. And that's it. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can comment on the comment section. Stay healthy.